Nikki Giovanni Jr. is an American poet, writer, activist, and educator. She is one of the world's most well-known Black poets, and her work includes poetry anthologies, poetry recordings, and nonfiction essays, and ranges from race and social issues to children's literature. Yolanda Cornelia Nikki Giovanni Jr. was born in Knoxville, Tennessee on June 7, 1943. In August of that same year, the Giovanni family moved from Knoxville to Cincinnati, Ohio. However, Giovanni, her mother, and sister still frequently visited Knoxville to see her grandparents. At some point during Giovanni's upbringing, for a reason no one really understands, her sister began calling Nikki. Her sister gave her the name Nikki. Throughout her life, Giovanni's parents constantly had marriage issues, and in 1958, when tensions rose immensely, Giovanni asked her grandmother if she could live with her in Knoxville. Once she was there, she told her grandparents her plan, which was to stay there and attend school in Knoxville. Giovanni continued on with her education in Knoxville at Austin High School, where she met two influential teachers who would go on to persuade her to apply for early admissions to college. In 1960, Giovanni enrolled in Fisk University. Academics were no issue for her. However, she was unprepared for the conservatism of this small Black college. Almost from the beginning, she ran into trouble with the Dean of Women, whose ideas about the behavior and attitudes appropriate to a Fisk woman were completely opposing to Giovanni's ideas about the intellectual seriousness and political awareness appropriate to a college woman. In November, she went to go visit her parents back in Knoxville without asking for permission from the dean. This resulted in Giovanni being expelled from Fisk in 1961. Following expulsion, Giovanni moved back home to Cincinnati to help out her parents and sister. After spending time there, Giovanni re-enrolled at Fisk in 1964 and completed her degree in 1967. In March of 1967, Giovanni's grandmother, who had played a key role in her upbringing, passed away. In order to cope with this loss, Nikki began writing poetry, which would go on to comprise most of her first volume of poetry, Black Feelings, Black Talk. Also in this first volume was poetry about the Civil Rights Movement and Black Power movements. In 1969, Giovanni gave birth to Thomas Watson Giovanni, her only child. And in 1970, she began making regular appearances on the TV show Soul, which is an entertainment talk show that promoted Black art and culture and allowed political expression. From 1973 to 1987, Giovanni published multiple works, including an autobiography titled Gemini and poems for children titled Spin, a Black Soft Song, illustrated by Charles Bible. Since 1987, she has taught writing and literature at Virginia Tech. She has received the NAACP Image Award several times and has received the Rosa Parks and Langston Hughes Award for distinguished contributions to arts and letters. She holds a key to several cities. She has received the Life Membership and Scroll from the National Council of Negro Women, and she is an honorary member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Additionally, she has been named as one of Oprah Winfrey's living legends. Today, Giovanni continues to inspire and serve as a mentor to young African Americans who aspire to be influential poets. She serves as a distinguished professor at Virginia Tech and continues to highlight the positive aspects of the Black culture for the entire world to see. Giovanni is truly a force to be reckoned with and one of the most legendary poets of all time.